Hi everyone, Jane here, and welcome back to MYTERN City. Now remember yesterday you were introduced to this little guy, Tep, who loves to challenge you to go onto red roads, rough roads, and also sometimes lose control on a green road. Well, he's got a friend, and his friend is Pet. Pet and Tep are friends. And you know what? They're so close that their names are the same letters, but in a different order. Not only are they spelt the opposite ways, but they do opposite things as well. As we've said, Tep tends to influence you to go on the rough roads or go out of control on the green roads, whereas Pet helps you calm down and take control on any road. And we're going to learn how Pet does that. So like Tep, Pet stands for something. If you remember, Pet stands for trigger for extra precaution, but it's way too long for us to say all the time. Well, Pet stands for something as well. Personal emotional tool. Again, we're not going to keep saying personal emotional tool, it's way too long, so we say Pet. Now they're called personal emotional tools for a reason. First, they're personal because they belong to you. My pets may be totally different to your pets. Yesterday we found out that some people's Teps may not be other people's Teps. Well, it's the same with pets. And these pets are incredibly personal because they're what help calm you down and take back control of your steering wheel. So they're incredibly powerful. So what does that mean? They suddenly take control of your steering wheel? No, not at all. What they do is they help you take control of your steering wheel. For example, I'll give you an example. Just pretend the other day you helped make your favourite cake. Now, it could have been chocolate or rainbow or vanilla, strawberry, all sorts of different coloured cakes and flavoured cakes, but it was your favourite. And there was one piece left when you looked in the fridge last night. And today you've been playing and you're starting to get hungry and you think, oh, I know what, I can go and have that last piece of my favourite cake. So you go into the kitchen, open the door, oh, it's not there. Someone has eaten it. What road do you think you'd go on? Do you think you'd go onto a smooth road and say, oh, my favourite cake's been eaten, that's fine? I don't think I'd do that. I think I'd get really upset and go onto this rough red road and think, I wanted that, that's not fair. So now you find yourself out of control on that red road. What was the Tep that put you out of control on that road? It was someone eating your last bit of cake. Now, the longer you stay out of control, is that going to bring your cake back? It's not, is it? It's not going to magically bring the cake back. You're just going to stay out of control, and that is going to start to affect you because it starts to affect your health if you stay out of control for too long. No. One of your magic powers is to be able to recognize that you're out of control. And this is when you need one of your pets. I know one of my favorite pets is music. When I play my favourite music, if I'm out of control, it tends to bring me back into control. Let's play a bit of the MYTERN song. Suddenly... Now, did you see when we started the song I was out of control and then I started to get in control? But did I start to drive right over here on the smooth road? No, I stayed on the red road because what that pet did, it gave me control on the red road. Do I have to leave the red road? No, I don't. I was still sad and disappointed. I still didn't have my cake. But now I was in control on that red road. So what does that mean? Can you remember? What do we build on the red road? I am building my resilience, making me tough for when things get rough so I can take control. And now it's time for our daily rhyme with Alana.
Hi everyone! You've made it to the end of the week. Great going. Today's song is about Pet. He's a joyful looking little fellow. Let's have a go. When you're feeling sad and blue, Pet will tell you what to do. Jump around or skip and hop, or grab a book to sit and flop. When you're feeling sad and blue, Pet will tell you what to do. Thank goodness for Pet.
Now we have 5 rhymes that we've learnt this week. That's wonderful. Thanks, Alana, for sharing that with us. You can see how important these pets are for you to be able to get back in control of your steering wheel. So the next trick is to now work out what your pets are. Do you think a good idea to work out when your pets are is when you've already lost control? No, and we'll learn about that next week. It's too late. You need to understand what your pets are before you start to get out of control. And that's the trick. So to help brainstorm your pets, Suze is going to take you through a little game. So it'll help you to understand what your pets might be. Thanks, Suze.
Hi everyone, Suze here. Hey, which road are you on? Well, I am doing my best to remain in control on my excited green road today because I have been waiting all week for Jane to introduce us to this guy over here on the green road with Rico. Do you remember who it is? It's Pet. Do you remember what PET stands for? Personal Emotional Tool. Pet's there on the green roads to help us regain control and also to help us reach our goals. How cool is that? I do have to say sorry to you today though. I didn't mean to trick you. It's just that if I told you about Pet on Monday, well, you didn't know him then. And you know, every day when we've been doing our mindfulness and our gratitude and our box breathing, and you've been having lots of fun with Mia and Alana and Steve and Para, well, all of that time, I was actually introducing you to pets. Did you have great fun doing any of those things? Did you discover something new that might be a personal emotional tool for you? I really hope that you can forgive me for not telling you about it on Monday, because what I was really hoping was that you would just find something that you loved. And by the time I got to today and could spend some time talking to you about pets, that you might have already discovered some. Is that what's happened? Yay! I'm so glad we've had that talk and we're still friends, because now we can have some fun playing some games and learning some pets together. Are you ready? Okay, the first pet I'd like to share with you today is called hot chocolate breathing. Do you like hot chocolate? Okay, on your bottom, make yourself comfy. Let's do some hot chocolate breathing. Rub your hands together and see if you can make your hands into a cup shape. And for our breathing today, we're going to breathe in the beautiful smell of the hot chocolate through our nose, and we're going to cool the hot chocolate down so it's ready to drink as we breathe out through our mouth. And we're going to do that together 3 times. Okay, rub your hands again. Make your cup. Let's do it together now. So we're going to breathe in and out. Again, breathe in and out. One more time together. Oh, yum. If you enjoyed our hot chocolate breathing, don't forget to teach that pet to somebody else in your house today. Now, are you ready to do some brainstorming with me? Yesterday, we brainstormed our tips. remember I asked you to make a list or draw some pictures and think about the times when you're on the rough red road and what the tip might be that influenced you to steer onto that road. Well, now we're thinking about the times when we're on the smooth green road. And remember I told you earlier in the week that often when we find ourselves on the smooth green road, it's a really big clue. And that's because we could be doing something while we're experiencing those smooth green road emotions. We could be doing something that's actually a pet for us. So we need to become a little bit of a pet detective. I think I've heard that before. So to do this job, you need a way of recording what your pets are. You might do a list on a piece of paper. You might do some drawing on a big piece of blank paper. You might even like to make yourself a little pet book. Remember yesterday I had a whiteboard and I've done a similar thing here. I've got some of my favorite pets, some pictures on my whiteboard. That's a great job that you might like to do as well. But the other thing that I have in my house is I've got an actual basket for my pets, and I wanted to share some of the things that are in here with you today. Now, the thing I need to let you know with pets are that sometimes a pet might be something that you physically get or something that you physically do, but sometimes a pet might just be in your mind or your imagination. We actually need both because we need to use pets no matter where we are or what we're doing. And if we've got a pet that stays at our house, it might be tricky to use that pet when we're at school. Anyway, let me show you what's in my basket of pets. The first thing I've got in here are my headphones. Now, my headphones, that's not actually my pet. This is a reminder that if I need a pet I love to plug in, and you guessed it, listen to music. Is listening to music a pet for you? I feel really happy when I'm listening to music and I can't help but dance. Something else that's in my basket of pets is a pair of socks. No, the actual socks aren't my pet, but they're a reminder for me that exercise is one of my pets. So if I'm feeling a little bit out of control, or if I'm on a rough red road and I put my exercise socks and shoes on and go out for a walk or a run or go to the gym when the gyms are open, that's definitely a pet for me. Something else I've got in here. This is great. It's kind of like it's a ball that I use at Pilates, and it reminds me that I love relaxing, meditating, rolling out and stretching. So this ball is something that I might actually get out of my pet basket and I might use because meditating, relaxing and stretching is one of my pets. The last pet that I've got in my pet basket that I wanted to show you was a book. I really love, I've got a special spot in my house, my rocking chair just over here. And if I'm having a rough time, find myself on a rough road, or I'm, finding myself a little bit out of control, I do love to grab a book and sit in a quiet space to enjoy a little bit of reading time. Is that a pet for you? While I've been talking, I hope you've been thinking about some of your pets. And you know what? My sons, Ethan and Lucas, they spent a little bit of time this morning thinking about what their pets are. And you know what they did? Well, remember I said you can write it down, you can draw it, you can make a book, you can have a basket. They actually got their Lego out and they made some reminders of what their pets are out of Lego. Would you like to have a look? Were you able to guess what Ethan and Lucas made with Lego? Yes, so they had a healthy eating pet, because both of them think that eating healthy is a pet for them. Then Lucas had a collection of animals, because playing with his toy animals, that's a pet for him. And then Ethan had a basketball with a basketball ring, because going outside and shooting hoops, that's a pet for him. And the other one that you could see was a brother and sister sitting down playing a game together. They both thought that that was a pet in our family. Do you know what, guys? I am so proud of you for joining me and Jane for all of our lessons this week. Do you know what you've done? We've talked so much about emotions, and you've become really good at figuring out when you're experiencing some green road or some red road emotions. Well done. Then, when you found yourself on a rough red road, you've been thinking about what the tip was that influenced you to steer onto that red road. And the next piece of the puzzle is that when we do find ourselves on a rough red road and we're ready to steer back onto a smooth green road, or when we find ourselves out of control on either of the roads, that's when Pet can help us. So I want you to spend a bit more time over the weekend being a pet detective. And I'd really love you to send me a photo, get Mum and Dad to take it and send it in to me or to Jane, of you with one of your pets. Or maybe you could take a photo, just like Ethan and Lucas did, showing me how you did your pet brainstorm. Because the thing is, when we take some time to think about it, then our pets are easier to grab whenever we find that we need them. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Have a fabulous weekend, and don't forget, we've got some more fun to have on Monday.
How cool was that? Now you're beginning to start to get the big picture of what a pet really is. Thanks, Suze, that really helped. Now, our next special guest is introducing something that is one of my favourite pets. We're so fortunate to have Lee, who's going to do a wonderful art activity with us. So sit back and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Lee from Paint the Town Red, where we believe that art is for everyone to enjoy. Art helps me stay on the smooth road. I find it fun. I can use whatever I have at home and I can create a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. It really is amazing. Today I'm going to show you how to do your own collage. A collage is where you stick various materials onto a background. Let's get started.
There is no right or wrong with materials you can use for collage, but here are some suggestions for this art project. Plain paper, pencils or textures, scissors and glue, a pen and a pencil, coloured card, coloured tapes, paints, magazines, but remember to ask a grown-up if they're okay with you cutting them up first. Let's start with a quick warm-up to give your creativity a jump start. On a blank page with a pencil, draw 3 to 4 shapes of any size. Colour each of them in. Now, this is the fun part. Turn your shapes into little characters using a pencil, pen or texter. You can do imaginary creatures, animals, people or anything else your cool creative brain can think of. Now it's time to collage. Yay! Let's start with the same idea as our warm-up and cover a blank page with shapes. Any shape is great. They can be big or small. Next step is to enjoy colouring them in. One option is to use only warm or cool colours. Warm colours are pinks, reds, yellows and oranges. Or you can see I'm using cool colours, which are greens, blues and purples. Enjoy filling in your designs with any colour combo that makes you feel happy. Once you have finished, you will have a page full of colourful shapes. Here are some examples of my warm and cool colours using pencils, textures, watercolour paint and acrylic paint.
Next step is to take your page of shapes and cut them out. Now to decide what picture you would like to collage. On a blank page, draw a nice big picture using simple shapes. I'm going to do a cat, but you can do anything you like. Use a pencil and draw in the outline and some features. We are now going to use our collage pieces and glue them onto our drawing. You can overlap the pieces, put them in some places and colour in other sections, or another option is to add collage elements from the magazines. Find colours that you like and collage these onto your picture as well. Because my cat is covered in cool colours, I'm going to fill in my background with warm colours. Just remember the texture of the magazines and your shapes is what makes your picture unique and look amazing. You can cut or rip the collage pieces into big or small. Do whatever you like and enjoy. Here is my finished cool cat with a warm background. I also did a warm cat with a cool background. Let your creativity and interests direct you to do more collages. These are some more examples you could try. Enjoy!
Wow, how awesome was that? Now hopefully you can do it over the weekend because I think it'll take a bit of time. We can't wait to see some of your artwork. Which reminds me, we haven't had anyone send in their colouring in of Repo, Busker, Tep or Pet. Colour it in, take a photo and put it on our Facebook so we can see what wonderful work that you're doing. So thanks again, Lee. That's given us yet another pet that we can work on. I think our next video is a pet for many of you. Yes, it's Mia with her wonderful skating lessons. We're so fortunate to have these and we can't wait to see what you're going to teach us today. And then we've got the whole weekend to practice it.
Shove it. This is a pop shove it. How you do shove it is you put your foot like that and then you scoop it back. A scoop is like when you go like that to the board, and when you scoop it, it will spin. And what I want you to do when it spins is I want you to jump, and jumping will make sure that it doesn't hit you in like your shins or your legs or anywhere. And while you jump, you kind of just want to land safely on the board. Like just, if it's already on the ground, you kind of just want to put your feet down. And there's a lot of ways you can improve your shove-its, as in like spinning it, like if it spins like that, means that you could either like spin it faster or spin it harder. And yeah, you can always jump higher. Remember, I want you to bend your knees, scoop, and jump a little forward, like this. Then bend your knees again. Here's a slow-mo clip of my back foot, so you can always re-watch it and see what I do with my back foot. Okay, bye. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Mia, another great lesson. And it's something that could be a pet and a tip. Because as we said yesterday, sometimes frustration can turn a pet into a tip that influences you to go onto that rough road. But then getting back up and starting again and being able to master that, I mean, that's a pet, that's a feel-good thing. We also have another special guest, and her name is Kathy. and she's read for us the TEP book and the pet book. So go to the Facebook page and listen to the stories. Thanks, Kathy. We're coming to the end of another lesson. It happens so quickly. We've had so much fun learning about our pets today. And again, thank you to our regular guests of Alana and Mia. Always wonderful. And also a thank you to our special guest Lee, who was able to teach us how to do a wonderful collage. So have fun doing that. Now, all week, we've been ending every lesson with a pet. Do you know what that is? It's the song. It's my turn. Yes, because music and song and dance are all wonderful pets for a lot of people. If it's not your pet, that's okay, because we're all different. Pets are personal. Susan and I look forward to you joining us in the next lesson. Until then, have fun with your pets. Bye.
It's my turn. It's my steering wheel. It's my turn. It's my voice. Red roads are rough and green roads are smooth. No roads are judged, I get the freedom to choose. Red roads are rough and green roads are smooth. No roads are judged, I get the freedom to choose. It's my turn. It's my steering wheel. It's my turn. It's my voice. When I'm in control, that's when I'm in the flow. When I'm in control, I get to grow. Choosing a rough road, my driving improves. Choosing a smooth road, I feel the groove. Choosing a rough road, my driving improves. Choosing a smooth road, I feel the groove. It's my turn. It's my steering wheel. It's my turn. It's my voice.